about something that the students gave me and that I'm taking away from today, and a little bit about kind of what one of my giveaways, if you will, was from my talk this morning. And I actually think that they're combined. So a student asked in class what the number one thing I walked away from Caz with. And that made me pause, and I realized it was also one of the things I was hoping they were going to walk away from our discussion about, which is that this is truly a family, and that being a part of this college means being part of a larger community, and that networking and making those relationships and building on those relationships and maintaining those relationships is truly the key to lifelong career success. And the flip side of that, it was a really nice moment because that student asked that question and I was able to go, oh, this. And I looked him in the eye and I said that you and I are now in a this is a connection. And that we're going to be able to help each other out as we kind of progress in our own lives, and how exciting it is to be a part of that. So it was really neat to have those two things kind of come together at once.
This is the 16th Wheeler Conference, and each one is better than the last. And this year we've had a tremendous turnout, and I find that the students who attend, and that's most of them, really enjoy it. And it's a chance to interface with the students and with faculty, and it brings everybody closer together, and the closeness of the students and the faculty is one of the very greatest strengths of Cazenovia College.
I think the takeaway message that I had, or I hope I had from my presentation, was that service can be found in unusual places, and my presentation was on forensic psychology, and even though it involves working for the courts and attorneys sometimes, employers rather than directly just for the benefit of a client or a patient, you're serving all of the entities. You're serving society, you're serving the patient or the defendant, and you're serving the referral source, the attorney or the court. So service is maybe broader than some people like to think of it. Well, I learned that there are a lot of people interested in forensic psychology, and that the students seem to have a wide range of interests and experience in service already. So just in talking to the students that I'm sitting with at lunch, they are both criminal justice, psychology dual majors, and they're taking it in two very different directions. And so the path that the students take at Cazenovia College takes them in all different directions, and for both of those individuals, I think that I could say that they're service-oriented paths.
I would have to say teaching students about service, and not so much just what we do every day at work and how our company actually portrays service in our unique way. I learned that the students from our Q&A session were really interested in what we had to offer and say, so it was great to see that they asked good questions and that they were genuinely interested in what we had to say.
Yeah, it seemed like they weren't there for just the extra credit. They were there because they wanted to hear what we had to say and how our company works.
It was nice to see like a variety of different students like in different majors too.
I spoke about my service in the United States Peace Corps. I was in Guyana in South America for about 2 years. It was a great experience talking to students about it today. I feel like there's a lot of interest with the students and possibly joining the Peace Corps after they graduate. So it was a nice opportunity to get to tell them about my experiences.
I'm very impressed with the questions that they ask and the passion that I can already see in some of them wanting to get into the profession of helping others and serving the community. It was really cool, and it kind of reminded me of when I was a student here, that excitement of being young and ready to take on the world.
I think one big takeaway from my talk this morning is that as communicators, we have a responsibility to ourselves and our audience to honor and respect the truth, to communicate clearly, and to do so in a way that accurately describes somebody's life experience and their story, that the emotions connect us and help us understand complex issues, and it is best to share that information through storytelling in order to make sure people know what's important in the world and give them information that they need to know. I think what I'm learning today about the students is just the overall enthusiasm there is for what they're studying, for the issues that they're thinking about, whether it is ethics, the complications of automation, of all these big, different, vastly wide-ranging life issues that we're going to be facing as a country in the world over the next 5, 10, 15, 20 years. And so to hear how excited they are to learn about these things and to really think about them critically is just really reassuring as somebody who's approaching my 40s that we are in really good hands.
One of the things that stands out most in my mind was not only the topic of service, but the topic of this college and how the college campus and community envelopes you like a warm hug, that it feels like home, that people feel here like they belong, that their needs are met both academically, socially, emotionally, and that this place is still family. And if you need something, they'll help you here. You feel like this is home, and that still stands true for me 30 years later.